And another thing was that first couple of years, first year especially, I didn't really meet any new people. I didn't really know anyone to begin with because I went to high school outside of the greater Vancouver area. I moved to Sechelt when I was still in elementary school. So I didn't really know anyone, and a couple of people that I did get to know ended up transferring. So that was, or transferring or dropping out actually. So that was kind of a lost cause for a while. And then I went on a co-op to China with some other Canadians. I met some people there. They were awesome. I don't really talk to them much anymore. I mean, some of them are on my Facebook. But that was good. I got to meet, most of them live in Ontario though, so that's like the main reason that I don't talk to them. But more recently, I started getting involved with my student union, and especially the linguistics department, different groups and activities that they do. And I ended up meeting some really cool people who I totally think are almost worth the university experience. Who knows if we'll still stay friends after? I hope so. At least occasionally get together or whatever. But the thing about the university, I find, is that first of all, it's what you make of it. So if you're being forced to go to university by your parents, and you're not really interested in it, and you only talk to the people who you went to high school with who are also being forced to go, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't really think you're getting as much out of it unless the thing that you're studying is directly related to what you want to do later on. Then it's totally worthwhile regardless. But for me, it's the good thing about it is that it's this atmosphere where all of the students, and usually the faculty and teachers, are interested in learning and discussing and sharing ideas. And I like this environment of just sharing ideas, learning about things, talking about the way things are done, especially with linguistics, when it's such a new field and it's not just like A plus B equals C. You say, but really, is A what we really think A is in the first place? And you have to reanalyze, and you have to think about whether the theories are working and come up with new theories and adjust old ones, and it's all very interesting for me. So I like this learning environment, I guess. But then I start going back and thinking, I could have just taken one course every year, maybe, and just gotten involved with the university community, never gotten a degree, and gotten just as much friendship and learning and everything out of it just by buying textbooks. You can always sneak into classes, even if you're not on the list. It's very easy to do. You could really get a university grade education without paying for it, I feel. But then you're wasting a lot of time and you don't get anything out of it in the end. So is it really worth it to have this piece of paper? Or is it the knowledge? Are they both the important things? I don't know. I just keep coming back to this thing about, is this degree gonna help me? Is the knowledge that I've learned gonna help me? I mean, there's always the secondhand knowledge that's helpful, you know, how to work in a group, how to have a formal meeting, these kind of things. But not everyone even learns that. Like, there's always the slacker in the group who just doesn't show up and doesn't really contribute, barely reads the material, doesn't really understand the problem, or, they're perfectly nice people, but what they're learning is how to ride off of other people's work. So, what do I think of the university experience? What do you think of the university experience? If you have a degree and you've been successful with it, if you don't and you think you want to get one, I don't know. I just like to see what kind of responses I might get from this if anyone watches my channel. Yeah, I think that's the end of my university rant for now.